Gaurav Sawant, the most watched Indian reporter in Kyiv, is with me live from the city now. Gaurav, we just showed our viewers a truly shattering first-hand report from the city of Kharkiv. It has changed completely from the time you were there, over a week ago. The city is unrecognizable after many parts of it have come under a great deal of attack. Kyiv has had a quiet day, an unusually quiet day today, Gaurav.
And Shiv, is this the lull before the storm? Yeah. Kyiv had a quiet day, but a stormy night last night when blasts were heard at the central railway station and two others in the city. Fortunately, no loss of life, some loss of property. This special broadcast, Shiv, currently the temperature here in Kyiv is -1, and this special broadcast comes to you from the heart of Kyiv. This is the Krishyatik area. This is the center of Kyiv. There is a military checkpoint just behind me because this is the road that leads to the presidential palace and the parliament. There is not just massive military deployment, but as you can see, several layers of barricades that have been set up in this area. But let's walk around this road, Shiv. You will see now this was one area which was teeming with people. This is the tourists hotspot of Kyiv, and over weekends you couldn't bring your vehicles here. This would only be for people to walk, and we're just walking ahead and showing you some of the places here and talking to some of the people. Unfortunately, the people we were hoping to speak to, they also rushed away from here because of this apprehension of an impending attack. And there is this apprehension, Shiv, there is a major apprehension that in the next couple of hours there could be an explosion or there could be something big here in Kyiv. And it's almost with dread that people think that tonight Kyiv will be targeted, especially after what's happening in Kharkiv and in Kherson and in Odessa and in Mariupol and several other parts of Ukraine. That convoy, just a short while back, the Ministry of Defense here gave details. That convoy that is coming from the north, 63 kilometers long, well, the Defense Ministry here says that convoy has been tackled. That convoy is meeting a fierce resistance, and that is why it's unable to move forward. Ukraine is claiming, Shiv, that they've caused massive casualties and losses to the Russian army, and the numbers that Ukraine is putting out is staggering. President Zelensky says this is the directionless, rudderless Russian force that is attacking Ukraine, and that is why it hasn't succeeded even on day 8 of operations. Will the talks that are currently happening, will these talks lead to some kind of a negotiation and a settlement which will bring an end to this bloodshed? Remains to be seen. But the air defense system here is operational, given the fact that the Ukrainians are claiming that they've just shot down a Su-30 of the Russian Air Force earlier today, Shiv.
And Gaurav, I want to talk about those claims for just a moment, those claims of aircraft being shot down. The Ukrainians insist that this is definitely the case, but the Russians have claimed there is no such thing. Is it possible to verify these claims? Because very, very extravagant claims of damage to Russian air power have been coming in. They talked about shooting down an IL-76 or a pair of them. Now they've talked about shooting down at least 20 fighters, 15 helicopters. Is there any evidence of this, Gaurav?
Some debris, yes, in some areas, but the figures are absolutely staggering. And Shiv, the figures that are being put out by the Ukrainian Defense Ministry now, as of, it's the local time here this morning, it was 30 fighter jets, 31 helicopters and attack helicopters, transport and attack helicopters. But Shiv, even as we speak, there is a sound of an explosion, and I have Mr. Kuldeep Kumar with me here. Kuldeep ji, ये जो धमाके की आवाज आ रही है,
लेफ्ट बैंक से
ये कहाँ से आ रही है? किस तरह के धमाके?
लेफ्ट बैंक से आवाज आ रही है। वहाँ पे इन्होंने बम्स फेंके हैं। अभी इन्फॉर्मेशन मैंने सिक्योरिटी वालों से ली है कि लेफ्ट बैंक में कुछ हुआ है।
तो क्या हुआ है ये पता चल पा रहा है कि किस तरह के विस्फोटक है? मतलब ये रॉकेट है या मिसाइल है या एयर अटैक है? है, क्या है ये?
मिसाइल है, मिसाइल, लेकिन कहां पर गिरी है कंफर्म नहीं, लेकिन लेफ्ट बैंक में गिरा। अभी थोड़ी देर में इंफॉर्मेशन हमारे पास आ जाएगी।
Shiv, just a short while back, there were two loud blasts that were heard. Of course, subject to verification, but Mr. Kuldeep Kumar was speaking to some of the army officials here at Krishiatik, who said that their information is that there's something on the left bank of the Dnieper River, and this is where the actual action was also feared that it will start. क्या इसे माना जाए? कल रात को जो ट्रेन स्टेशन पे धमाका था, जो आज सवेरे सवेरे जो धमाका सुनाई दिया वो बोसगोरोद वाले इलाके में, और अभी ये धमाके, आप इसे किस तरह से देखते हैं?
मुझे लग रहा है कि अब कीव की तरफ इन्होंने ध्यान देना शुरू कर दिया, क्योंकि पहले इतनी आवाजें इतनी जल्दी नहीं आया करती थी। आज ये आवाजें जो है कुछ बढ़ गई हैं कल और आज में। और अभी मुझे एक इन्फॉर्मेशन और इन्होंने दी है, कोई जो डेनर के पास जो धनबास में एक इलाका था जो उनके पास था, वो आज इन्होंने वापस ले लिया है, जो कि पहले से उनके पास था। आज इन्होंने उनको वहां से भगा के और यूक्रेन का झंडा गोरलव को करके कोई जगह है वो इन्होंने वापस ली है वहां पर, धनबास वाली साइड।
ये बड़ी बात आप हमें बता रहे हैं। ये मतलब यूक्रेन की सेना गिव अप नहीं कर रही है। मतलब रूस ने दावा किया ओडेसा पर उसका कब्जा है, ऐसा नहीं। खार्किव पर 8 दिन में कब्जा नहीं हो पाया, और अभी यहाँ कीव पर तो सेना आसपास भी नहीं पहुंची है।
नहीं, कीव के आसपास अभी कहीं नहीं। लोग बोल रहे हैं 30 किलोमीटर के रेडियस में है। कल हम कोशिश करेंगे कि कल हम लोग 30 किलोमीटर का पूरा रेडियस आपको दिखाएं कि कहीं कोई सेना नहीं है। हमारी कल ये कोशिश रहेगी। अगर हमारे को कुछ यहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम नहीं आती, परमिशन रहती है, तो पूरा 30 किलोमीटर का रेडियस में जो है हम आपको सारा दिखाएंगे आज तक पर।
Shiv, धन्यवाद कुलदीप जी. So Shiv, this is the situation on ground. You know, we are trying to verify every bit of information that comes in. There were some rumors about an explosion in a certain area. We actually went to that area and cross-checked. There was no explosion here. And right after this broadcast, we will be heading to the train station area where it is said that several children are trapped and they are unable to get out. So we are going to cross-check that information. So despite Kyiv being under siege, we are trying to verify every bit of information by going to ground zero in that area and getting facts for our viewers here on 5 Live and on India Today. Shiv.
Gaurav, thank you very much for that.